Hey guys, now this is a quick little demo of a little experiment I was working on. On the left, I'm logged in a separate browser using a different email, and on the right, I'm logged into another separate email in another browser tab. And I can type something like hello there over here, and I automatically get that in the other tab. And as you can see, it says that I'm typing when I'm selecting here and I'm typing something. And if I do the same thing over here, that kind of switches over here as well. I can just send this and now we get this over here. And same thing with this example. I have tab 1 over here, tab 2 over here, different accounts. As you can see, I'm logged in over here with LU, and this one is logged in with this test account. And I can start writing some random stuff like hello there, and it automatically syncs to this other tab view. I can create a new page, write down like hello, hello, and go like this. And as you can see, it automatically syncs on this tab as well. And I built this all in Claude Code using this tool called Convex. And what Convex does is that it guarantees real-time changes in the front end, in the back end, and in your database. So you can build projects in Claude Code like similar to Slack, similar to Notion, similar to Miro. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to show you how to set this up properly and show you what you can actually do with Convex in Claude Code. So guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, the first thing that we want to do here is obviously open up Claude Code. I'm going to open up a new working directory, going to name it Convex Slack, and I'm going to run it locally in my machine. And I'm going to go to this link, claudecode.com/plugins/convex. And this is basically the official Convex plugin for Claude Code with bundled Convex skills. So we're going to go ahead and copy this, and I'm just going to paste this in here and click on send. And at the same time, we want to go to Convex and we want to make sure that we log in or we sign up for an account. You can use this totally for free. You don't have to pay for anything just to kind of test this out. And once you log in, you're going to have like a dashboard like this where you have your different projects. So you have your projects, you have your deployments over here, and then you can go ahead over here and kind of like switch through the different projects that you have. And then what I like to do here is I like to ask Claude Code always with any plugin that I install, I ask it, what can I do with this plugin? And so you have three categories. You have Convex Design, you have Convex Expert, and you have the Convex MCP. And schemas are basically like your tables in Convex. So for example, messages, you have the body, you have the author ID, you have the channel ID, and you have like validators that automatically keep bad data out of your tables. Now, the next things are queries, mutations, and actions. And queries kind of read the data from the app and they're reactive, so the app kind of stays live automatically. Now, mutations here insert, update, and remove data from your database. And the action here, they basically call out third-party services like, processing a payment via Stripe. And they can interact with the database indirectly, calling out different queries and mutations. Convex can also index straight to a specific row instead of having to scanning all rows. It can help you with specific cron jobs at a certain time during the day. It can store files for you from your app. And you also have access to their components, such as rate limiting, vector search, Stripe billing, AI agent that, with this plugin, you can easily just drop into your app. And then I can write, okay, thanks. Now, what types of example apps can we build? Maybe like a Slack clone, what do you think? And if yes, how would this be structured? And so it gives us the overall concept of the structure, everything from schema to components. So for example, in components, we have rate limit message sending, AI agent for summarize feature, and we'll go over that in a bit. And then for example, for the data model, we have users, we have channels, we have members, we have messages. Oh, and one last thing, it can also integrate authentication. So I can just write, let's build it. And now as a first version, what we finished getting is this, right? We have a sign-in page where I can just write some type of random email. Actually, we have to create an account. So I'm just going to put tim@hello.com, password 1234567 click on sign up. And then we have all of the different channels, including the one that I showed you in the beginning of the video. And we have the ability to add different channels. We have the ability to attach images to our messages. So for example, I can attach this image to the chat and it's basically synced to this group, to this channel. And going back to the Convex dashboard, I can go to this specific workspace. So we called it Slack clone, and I have a summary, and we're basically in development. Eventually, when you want to connect your custom domain, it's going to be under production, but we'll do that at the end of this video. So under development, we get a summary. We get the functions. So as you can see, these are the different function calls. I sent out a bunch of messages at around this time and then did something again over here. We have different concurrencies happening and it's all kind of syncing in real time, which is fascinating in my opinion. We can go under data and we have all of our different tables. We have the accounts. So I have right now just 3 accounts that are signed up to this. We have the different channels. We have the messages. These are these more dynamic tables, I would say, like this one called typing. So for example, I can start typing something random and it'll basically show in this table. If I, refresh, you can see that it's kind of showing here. We also have our different files. So this was the image that we just uploaded in that last message. We have our schedules, we have our logs. We basically have everything here, honestly. But again, you can like edit all of this without having to even go into this dashboard because we have this great plugin. And now we can ask Claude Code like, hey, what types of components can we add to this Slack clone? And now Claude Code gives us a bunch of different components that we can use. Obviously, it understands what we're building, so it gives us some good suggestions. But we can also go to convex.dev/components and look at some open source building blocks for our app. And they all have different categories. So for example, we can go to messages or messaging, which is what we have. And for example, notification might be one. So we can click on notification and I can copy this, paste this in here, copy this URL, paste this in here and say, I want to add a notification system to our Slack app. Now, basically what it's doing is that it's in the backend registering the component, defining a new message notification kind and fanning out a notification to every other user whenever a message is sent. And in the front end, we get like a dispel icon in the sidebar with an unread message badge and a drop down inbox. So as you can see, this directory of open source components that Convex gives us is a very, very powerful tool to use because you can essentially do like a plug and play for the main components that you need for your app. Another interesting one would be, for example, convex comments. So people can leave a comment under a message. So again, we can just copy this. And then while this is working, we can just put this in the thread. And so I can test this out. I'm going to be on this general chat. I'm just going to write something like, hi. And now I get this notification in this other account. Mark all as read. Boom. Write another message. Hello, J, G. Get 3 different notifications. Can just click on this and mark all as read. Now I have a notification here because this is from this like test notification that Claude Code sent us. So let's just mark that as read, but it all works out. And now refreshing the page as well, we also get that comment feature. So I can comment something like, hello over here, click on send. And now we have this one comment over here from this profile and it automatically syncs over here. So just to kind of show you, right, I can go like something like this. Click on send, boom, we get it over here. I can write something like this as well. Boom, synced over here, perfect. And last but not least, what we can also try doing is we can go down here to plugins and we can click on manage plugins and go to connectors and we can browse for connectors. We want to search for Vercel. And once we have that, we can say, can you deploy this to Vercel and share a preview link so that we can test it in a production-like environment. And now Claude Code seems to be testing out the app. So I can go over here and I can see that Claude basically opened up my browser and sent a test comment over here. And I can go over here now to production, right? I can select this. I can go to data. We can go down to messages and we can see that we have it now in this new message table. So what I can do now is I can just sign out of this demo, create a new account. Let's call it Lucas. Let's give it like an email and let's sign up. And now I'm signed up and I can basically write whatever I want. Now we get some new messages in this feed and I can just grab this URL and we open it up over here, create a new account, sign up, and I can start typing something and boom, I get a notification. Amazing. I'm still typing, as you can see. We have 3 notifications. I can click on this. Everything seems to work just perfectly. So yeah, guys, that was a pretty fun video today. Convex is a tool that should be in everyone's tool stack when building with Claude Code, honestly. It's such a fantastic backend system to implement when you're building out some type of advanced application in Claude Code. And yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And thank you all so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.